Hey, it's Walt the Realtor here. I got curious the other day to see what you all see when you search how to buy a house, so I did the search for myself, and the internet surprised me. And that's because the top auto suggestions were all some form of how to buy a house without hiring a realtor. I kind of thought it was settled that hiring a realtor is a good idea, but I have to admit it's really easy. It's too easy to get a real estate license, which is why there are almost 3,000 realtors in the Springfield area. I know. It's also why there are so many realtors that are not so great at their job. So the real trick is not finding a realtor. I mean, we're all over the place. The real trick is finding a good realtor, one that really, truly understands the job. So to prove my point, we're going to run through 50, yes, 50 things a good buyer's agent actually does for you. Things that either you don't know you should be doing, or you can't do, or you don't want to do. Spoilers, it's a lot more involved than unlocking a door and saying, look how nice this kitchen is. At any rate, if you still want to buy a house without a realtor, here's your to-do list. And don't feel like you have to take notes. At the end of the video, I'll give you a link so you can print all this off. And do me a favor, if you find this helpful, give me a like and also subscribe. And if you still have questions after watching the video, leave a comment so I can answer it for you. All those actions help YouTube recognize that they should be showing this video and all my videos to more people, and that helps me out, and I appreciate it. All right, ready? Rapid fire mode. Buckle up. I'll give you access to the MLS, the real data, not that Zillow fan fiction stuff. I can spot hidden listings before they hit the market. It's kind of like having a backstage pass. I'll run a market analysis for the house you're looking at so you don't pay champagne prices for a bottle of cold duck. Cold duck's still a thing, right? I can tell you which neighborhoods are up and coming and which ones are maybe not so much. I'll advise you on offers so you don't get laughed at by the seller. I'll help evaluate resale potential so that dream home doesn't turn into an involuntary forever home. I can read seller motivation like a poker player reads bluffs. I can catch financing pitfalls before you waste weeks chasing the wrong house. I can warn you about that one street that always floods because you don't own a canoe. And I'll educate you on stigmatized houses because they can be a good deal, but could be haunted. I'll negotiate the price so you're not just throwing money at a for sale sign. I'll negotiate repairs because duct tape doesn't fix everything. I'll negotiate credits. Basically, I'll negotiate everything except your Disney Plus subscription. I'll write escalation clauses so you can win a bidding war without donating a kidney. I'll advise you on contingencies because no inspection is a lot like playing Russian roulette. I'll challenge inaccurate appraisals because it doesn't matter if they miss too high or too low. Either way, it can hurt you. I can spot title issues before they blow up your deal like John McClane. I can use my relationships with other agents for a little insider leverage. I can stop you from waiving that one clause that could potentially cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And I can make sure your earnest money doesn't disappear due to the magic of a missed deadline. I'll draft the contract to make sure you don't accidentally buy your neighbor's garage. I'll manage deadlines so you don't lose thousands while you weren't paying attention. I'll coordinate inspections, and yes, I said inspections plural because occasionally one guy with a flashlight isn't enough guys or flashlights. I'll actually explain the inspection report to you instead of just saying, that doesn't look right. I'll keep track of every disclosure, amendment, and post-it note so you don't have to. I'll do the final walkthrough and actually check to make sure that the repairs got done, not just take the seller's word for it. I'll play firefighter when the deal tries to burn down at the last second, which happens more often than you'd think. I'll keep your lender, title company, and seller on schedule, which is a little bit like trying to herd cats. I'll make sure you actually close on time, not eventually. I'll get you set up with a title company or a closing attorney that won't nap through a deadline. I'll be checking for red flags while you're admiring the granite countertops. I'll do my best to keep you calm when your emotions want to bid like you're on eBay at 2 a.m. People still do eBay, right? I'll help you separate wants from needs. Spoiler alert, you don't need a wine cellar. I'll help you calculate taxes, utilities, and hidden costs, the exciting part of homeownership. I'll explain the tax assessment process because surprise tax bills, not so awesome. I can protect you from sketchy sellers who swear that bleach smell isn't hiding anything. I'll explain HOA rules so you don't get fined for painting your door the wrong color. I'll make sure you understand zoning laws so you don't get in trouble for building a chicken palace in your backyard. I'll advise you on home warranties because nobody budgets for exploding water heaters. And I'll translate the legalese in a contract into human English so you don't need a law degree. I'll introduce you to lenders who want to help you and actually answer their phones. I'll recommend inspectors who don't just glance around and say, yeah, it looks all right. I'll hook you up with insurance providers who don't disappear right after your first payment. I can get you set up with a moving company that won't break the bank and won't break your stuff. I can connect you with trusted local appraisers when that first appraisal is trying really hard to kill the deal. I can help you access down payment assistance programs because free money. I can help you understand loan options, conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, because one of those programs is perfect for you. I can walk you through which lenders look great online, but in reality, I can set you up with local pros to get quick quotes on future updates before you commit to an offer. And finally, even after closing, I'll still be here. If you need advice about home ownership or maintenance, if you need referral to a handyman or a landscaper, I know people. Or a few years down the road when you're ready to do it all again and move into a larger place, I'll be around. Or maybe a few years down the road, you'll suddenly realize you have 30 grand in equity and you'd like advice on accessing that money to use as a down payment on an investment property. Well, I'll be here. Or maybe a friend of yours will say, wish I could buy a house, but I can't afford it. And you'll be able to say, I know a guy. So yeah, you can technically buy a house without a realtor. You can also cut your own hair, build your own airplane, do your own dental work, remove your own appendix. Probably shouldn't. Now, not every realtor out there is going to do all this stuff, and truth is, most of them kind of do the bare minimum. But when you hire one who actually knows the job, these 50 things, that's what you're going to get. And if you found this video by Googling how to buy a house without a realtor, I hope I just saved you some trouble. Google is great for a lot of things, but not so much for the biggest financial decision of your life so far. So if you still think you'd like to tackle this alone, scan the QR code on your screen. That'll give you the list of 50 things that you'll be doing all by your lonesome. Or give me a shout. Let me handle everything. Now, if you found this helpful at all, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, leave me a comment if you have any questions I can answer. If you do any of that, it tells YouTube that they should be showing this video and all my videos to more people just like you, and it's a big help. So, until next time, I'm Walt the Realtor with Coldwell Banker in Springfield, Missouri. Happy house hunting. Catch you next time.